Hey everyone, welcome to the very first video of launching your own messaging app business. I'm super excited you're here. Today, we are starting with one of the most important steps of building a messaging app, finding the right idea. Stop guessing if your app idea will work. Learn how to validate it before investing your time and energy. I get it. We all want to jump straight into building. But trust me, if we start with a good idea, we save ourselves a lot of headaches later. So today, we are going to figure out how to come up with a strong concept and make sure it's worth your time and effort. By the end of this video, we are going to choose an app idea together. So stick around. And since this is our very first product together, we are going to keep things simple and easy to follow. We won't dive into advanced stuff like Lean Canvas just yet. That will come later when we are ready for it. For now, let's stick to the basics and make sure we have a solid start. Alright, let's talk about why starting with a good idea is so important. Imagine you're building a house. Without a strong foundation, you're going to have problems like cracks, leaks, and all kinds of issues. It's all the same with your app. If the idea isn't solid, everything else from marketing to coding gets a lot harder than it needs to be. The idea should solve a real problem. It doesn't need to be a huge, life-changing problem. It could be a small, everyday thing that bothers a lot of people. The key is to solve a pain point that matters to your audience. Maybe your app focuses on privacy for small groups. Or maybe it's for teachers who need an easy way to talk to parents. Now, let's get into brainstorming. Remember, we are going to pick one of these ideas to work on. So, think about what really resonates with you. Here are 3 simple techniques you can use right now to come up with some great ideas. First, draw inspiration from apps that are already out there. Look at WhatsApp, Telegram, or even some smaller messaging apps. What are they doing really well? And what are they missing? Is there something that you think could make them better? This is where you can find opportunity. Maybe WhatsApp doesn't have a feature that you think would be super helpful. Or maybe Telegram has something that could be improved for a different audience. The idea here isn't to copy, but to improve or add something unique. Next, think about a specific group of people. Who are you building this for? Instead of trying to make the next big app for everyone, what if you made it for a certain group, like gamers who need an easier way to talk during matches, or remote workers who need a better ways to chat professionally? Sometimes focusing on a smaller group is actually a better strategy. You're solving a specific problem for a specific group, and that means your app can really stand out for them. And finally, use your own experiences. Have you ever been frustrated by how hard it is to communicate in a certain situation? If it's a problem for you, chances are it's a problem for others too. Your own pain points can be a great place to start. I remember trying to organize a project with some friends, and we had messages all over different apps. It was a mess. If you've had a similar experience, maybe that could be the idea for your app. Alright, once you have a few ideas, it's time to pick the best one and make sure people actually want what you're planning to build. I can't tell you how many times I've thought I've had an amazing idea, only to find out no one else cared. It's kind of heartbreaking, but it's better to know early on. One of the best ways to validate your ideas is to use Google Trends. Just type in keywords related to your app and see if interest is going up or down. If people are searching for solutions like yours, that's a good sign you're on the right track. Let's say we are thinking about a messaging app for teachers. You could type teacher communication app and see if there is upward trend. For this video, let's pretend that's the idea we are choosing to validate together. If interest is increasing, that means people are probably looking for something like your app. Another great resource? Online communities like Reddit, niche Facebook groups, or even Twitter. Hey Elon. Sorry, X.com. People are very vocal about what they love or hate. See what they are saying about existing messaging apps. Are they unhappy with current options? Are they asking for specific features? Imagine we see a lot of comments asking for a better communication tools for teachers. That could be the idea we run with. You could browse trends in subreddits like r/startups or r/teachers. Look at what people are asking for or complaining about. If a lot of people have the same problem, you might be onto something. You could also make a simple survey. Google Form or SurveyMonkey are great tools for this. Just ask people if they'd use your app, what features they'd like, and what's not important for them. For example, let's say we send this survey to some teachers, and they say they really need an easy scheduling feature. That's a sign we are on the right track. It doesn't have to be complicated, but getting direct feedback like this can be really valuable. So, Google Trends, online communities like Reddit, Facebook groups, or X.com, and surveys. To really understand your audience, dive into online communities. Spend time reading reviews or similar apps and see what people are saying. You'll find a lot of helpful information. People are usually very honest about what they like and don't like. For example, if a lot of people are complaining about privacy issues, that could be an opportunity for you. Or if there is a feature that everyone loves, maybe you can take that and make it even better. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about making the wheel roll smoother. Another thing you can do is really listen to what people are asking for. If you see a common theme, that's a clue that it might be worth focusing on. Remember, the better you understand your audience, the better your app will be. Lastly, stay flexible. Your idea will change, and that's totally fine. In fact, it's great. The best products grow and adopt based on what users actually need. So don't get too attached to your first version. Be ready to tweak and improve. Think like this. Your first version is just the beginning. You'll keep learning, keep improving, and that's how you make something amazing. So let's pick our idea and be ready to tweak it as we learn more. The goal is to keep making it better. So that's it for today. We talked about why it's so important to start with a solid idea, some easy ways to brainstorm, and how to make sure your idea is worth building. I'd love to hear your ideas. What kind of products do you want to build in the next series? Is there something we didn't cover today that you're curious about? Maybe you have questions about the idea and validation process. Or maybe you're trying to choose between a few ideas. Let me know in the comments. Let's make this journey interactive. And this is just a start. In the next video, we are going to talk about defining the core features of your MVP. So make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join me on the next step of this adventure. You won't want to miss it. See you in the next one.